Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RAMP, Real Access Motivates Progress, live Wednesday night podcast. We are so thrilled that you have found the time tonight to join us. I know it's the night before Thanksgiving, and we all have so much to be thankful for and gathering with our family and friends tomorrow. But just a quick reminder, remember all those and check on your strong friends because those are usually the ones who need you the most. So make sure that you're checking in on people with a phone call or a text and making sure that everybody has somebody to spend their day with tomorrow. So without further ado, we have such a great show tonight. I cannot wait to share. We are talking about a large national nonprofit that helps you raise money. So welcome my friend Sunny to the show and we will get started. Hi,
Hi,
Sunny. How are
Tina.
you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Oh, we're so excited to talk about everything that you do. So let's get started and tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Sure. So my name's Sunny Mullen. I am the Director of Outreach for Help Hope Live. As you said, we are a national nonprofit. We are based in Philadelphia, but we serve all 50 states. And we are a nonprofit that helps you go into your communities to fundraise for your medical expenses and related costs. Anyone living with a catastrophic medical condition, whether it's a spinal cord injury, a catastrophic illness, if you're in need of a life-saving organ transplant, we can help you safely and responsibly go into your communities to do that fundraising. And we'll get into this a lot more, but I don't want to go too deep into it quite yet. But yeah, that's why we're here tonight. We're here to talk to you and bring you a great resource, a trusted medical fundraising nonprofit.
It is such a great thing of what you do. And, it's so hard for people to donate, with all the scams out there and with all of the people out there. How does everybody know that they can trust your organization and how do they feel safe with using your organization?
Great question. As I just had in my tagline there, we are trusted medical fundraising. And why can you trust us? A couple of reasons. We medically verify everyone that we work with. So we're getting a letter from the individual's physician, nurse, social worker, verifying that they do indeed have that medical condition, that they are in need of these financial expenses to help with their fundraising. So that right there is a level that you just don't get from other fundraising platforms. Another reason that you can really trust us is because we are helping the individuals go out and do their fundraising, but then the funds are coming back to Help Hope Live, and we are managing those funds. So this helps in a couple ways. This helps by not then becoming assets to the individual, therefore not affecting their asset-based benefits or affecting their income. Because as I'm sure the audience knows, anyone living on Medicaid, usually Medicare, any kind of government assistance can really only have a couple $1,000s, depending on the state they're living in, at any given time in their bank account. So we are here to manage those funds responsibly and allow you to keep your income and your asset-based benefits. And thirdly, because we're a nonprofit, all donations made to Help Hope Live in your honor are tax deductible. And we do a self audit every year. We've been in the top 1% of charities on Charity Navigator for 17 years in a row. So right there's three great reasons for why your entire community can trust us right off the bat.
Yeah, and it's so true. What people don't understand is yes, there are like the ABLE accounts and stuff like that, but unless you were injured or had your disability before the age of 26, that's not something that you can use right now. I mean, they are trying to raise that age,
Yes.
but as of right now, that's not in the forefront for us. So, so this is another way of actually saving the money. And what I like about it is we don't have to deal with the money. You handle
Yeah.
all of the money. You
Yeah.
deal right with whoever. Like, I have a fundraiser going right now, and I'm working with you guys. We had met at the Christopher and Dana Reeves Foundation summit just a short while ago, and I wanted to try everything that you do out because everybody who knows me knows that I don't promote anything that I don't give it a shot first, that I haven't vetted first, that I haven't tried first. So we're actually using your platform for my fundraising. So if you want to tell everybody a little bit about how I went through the process with you, and then I could tell them how easy it was.
Absolutely. And that's it. And I really do appreciate that aspect of it. I don't want anyone giving out resources that they themselves wouldn't feel comfortable using. So I appreciate that you did come to me. You came to me that first day of the conference. You read our brochure, asked me all the questions, figured out what is here, can we help you? And I said right away we could. Get in touch with someone. And I believe the next week you were already in touch
Yeah.
with one of our coordinators and starting the process. So it's just, I mean, it's that easy where I can meet you on a Thursday and a Monday, Tuesday, you're having a conversation with one of our coordinators. And do you want to kind of take it from there and how that process went?
Yeah, I mean, it went so well. Like I said, we hooked up right away. Melanie was very responsive, was the person that I'm working with. And I got my website, I got all of my forms, and you got your application in. And the application is lengthy, but not overly lengthy. It asks all the right questions. Do I need this service? Do I need these hand controls in my van? Like, it asks all the right questions. It even checks in with your doctor. And that's what I like, because you're not going fly by night, or somebody's cousin going to be raising money for you and
Yeah.
not really sure if they need the money or whatever. But the whole setup was really easy. I am not a technology guru. That's why I have my famous tech director in the background handling all of this. So whatever I couldn't do, or if I couldn't upload something or I couldn't do something, Melanie was right there. If you're not a writer, Melanie was right there to take the gist of what I wanted to say in my caption, and she fixed it so it sounded right and it went all for the right places. It was a very seamless issue. And now I'll tell everybody how, when the money comes in, it is a tax deductible donation that they are making, correct?
It is, absolutely, since we are a nonprofit. So all donations are made to Help Hope Live in your honor. So not only is it tax deductible, but if the individual in your community, if their employer has a matching gift program, they then could be eligible to double or even sometimes triple that donation. And I want to step back a little as well, because you've been mentioning Melanie. I mentioned this coordinators, but I want to reiterate who is Melanie and why is she so important? When you come to work with Help Hope Live, one of our biggest assets is that we set you up with a client services coordinator who is there to work with you one-on-one, who is there to walk you through this onboarding process and is there to help you write your story. And then once you're on board with us, the coordinator is there to help you organize your fundraisers and plan flyers and create flyers and materials. So we aren't just simply sending you out into your community. We are here to hold your hand through the entire process as well. So when Tina mentions Melanie, that's who she is. She's her main support. And truly anyone on our staff, if Melanie wasn't in one day, Tina could speak to any of our coordinators and everyone can help. So we have a great staff, from our client services coordinators to our finance team who accepts your fund requests. Once you put on your fundraisers and you have funds available to you in your honor, you then submit your expenses to us directly to our finance team. And it's very easy. You can mail them in if you'd like. You can email them in. You can just scan them and email them in. And then our team pays them directly to the vendor. So you don't even have to put any money out up front. So I just wanted to touch on the level of support that we're here to give you, which you also just don't find anywhere else.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, Melanie's been great. She has done some flyers for me. She's even doing a press release for me. And not only are they doing a press release for you, I just had to tell them, okay, we have channel 10, 12, 6, the newspapers. I didn't have to give them any kind of contact. So it's not like you need to know somebody at these places. I just gave her the places that we use around us or that I've seen, and she does all the research and she sends out all that press release. It's
Yeah, they work
amazing
very
the level
hard, let me
of
tell
help.
you.
Yeah, it's amazing the level of help. I mean, we're having an in-person event on December 6th, and they even help through that. So not
Yeah,
only the money that you're gathering through the site, they also help you put together an in-person event, what
absolutely.
you should be doing, what you should be looking for, and how you should navigate. So always they want you to be successful. They
Absolutely.
want to help you.
That's what we're here to do. The coordinators are here to give you all of the tools and support to be successful, whether it is in-person events or simply online, fundraising looks very different to everyone, and your coordinator will walk you through what it looks like to you. Times have changed a lot, and we can simply help you fundraise online if you'd like. Or if you have community and family members in different states that want to help you, that's great. And they can put on fundraisers for you as well. So we're here to help with all of that. And then once all the funds are raised, what are you using? Like, what are we here to even help you fundraise for? Tina, what brought you to Help Oak Live? What are you fundraising for?
What I'm fundraising for is an accessibility van. Because my van, every time I close the door, a part falls off, and I just kind of
Oh,
throw it in the
that's
truck.
not
Say,
good.
I will need
Yeah.
the part later. I don't know where it goes, but I'll need it later. So we're raising funds before I lose my wheels and before I lose my voice, because everybody knows that I am traveling all over the country this year and driving 95% of it. So I'm raising money for a van. So they are working directly with Adaptive Mobility here near me. We've already got things set up with the van company. So that way, as we raise the funds are going right over to them until I can raise enough to get a decent down payment where we can take it from there at that point.
Absolutely. And so adaptive vehicles, that's just one thing we can help you with. We're here to help you with everything from medications to rehab to pieces of equipment you might need. Maybe your insurance covers your first wheelchair. We're here to help you fundraise for that second wheelchair. Maybe your insurance covers your electric wheelchair, but you also need a manual. We can help you for anything related to your condition. If you need to travel for rehab or a surgery, we can help you for that. Service animals, that's a big one. We can help you cover costs of service animals. So the list is quite lengthy at this point, and there might be times we ask you to go back to your doctor just for a note of necessity, but truly it's so that we can be as transparent with everyone involved. So we're always here to make sure we're safeguarding our clients and the donors. And I know, Tina, you said you're fundraising for that van, but we're also not a one and done shop. So I hope you'll stay with us after that van as well. We're here to help you fundraise for your lifetime. You can fundraise for that
Yeah.
van and then reset your goal and keep going.
Yeah, that's what I really like about this. Like if somebody is, doing for travel or for medication, and sometimes fundraisers go way over the goal that you were looking for.
Yeah.
That money doesn't go to waste. It doesn't, just be spent on something else. It sits there until, like, when you need medical equipment, you need medical equipment. I need a new wheelchair every 5 years. I
Yeah.
need, assisted techniques all the way through. That money is only used for my medical needs that are proven that I need them from a doctor's note or from some other way. So that money is always safeguarded and
Yes.
there for the life of me. So if
Yes.
my account stayed open, I can always go in and tap into that when I need it. From, like, in another year, my wheelchair will be up. It'll be time for a new wheelchair for me. So if I have any extra, that's what my next amount will be going towards my new wheelchair.
Absolutely. So all of the campaigns that are open for in honor of our clients, all of the funds that are raised in their honor are held within regionally restricted funds, depending on where the individual lives. And true, all of those funds are held in that fund for as long as you're a Help Oak Live client. We are here to honor your medical expenses and your donors' requests for your lifetime. And then if someone chooses to close their campaign, or if they do unfortunately pass, we help pay out any existing medical expenses, any funeral costs. But if there are existing funds left over, they do stay within that region and then help other people. So we're always looking to pay it forward and to help the greater good of the community as well.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing I like about it. I mean, God forbid something happened to me and I pass on, those funds would go to somebody else like me who
Yep,
would need the funds as much as I do. So those
absolutely.
funds and that donation that you're making never goes away. The one thing I would like you to tell everybody, because it's one of the biggest questions that I got, I know the answer, but I want to have you answer it for everybody, is how does everybody get this 501c tax letter? It is a
Yep.
501c3. How do they get the donations? Do they get it from me or do they get it from you?
Absolutely. So we make this as easy as possible. Anyone who donates in honor of a campaign through our website, the email that you receive after you make that donation, that right there counts as your tax receipt. If you mail a check to our offices, any check over $250, will get a tax letter at the end of the year during tax. We do it once a year. We send out all of the letters. So anyone over, by law, anyone over $250 automatically gets a letter. If anyone who sends a check, no matter the amount, would like a tax letter, simply let us know. We are happy to give anyone who would need it a tax letter. So, but first and foremost, anyone who donates through our website, that email that you get serves as your tax receipt. So make sure you hold on to that, and that will be your tax receipt. But first, you can always just ask us for a tax letter. We do send them out at the end of the year, though, generally, just so that we can send all of them out at once. So it's a
Yeah.
pretty simple system.
Yeah, so you're getting a tax break, you're helping somebody in your community, and that money is never wasted. Tell us some of the campaigns that people mostly fundraise for. I mean, I know like service girls and stuff like that, but what are some of the other things, that's high priority that people fundraise for?
Absolutely. So we have really helped a couple of people recently with some top dollar items, such as an exoskeleton. We've helped one of our clients in Virginia raised about $90,000 and was able to get his exoskeleton so that he can use that at home, which is amazing. We recently, I think in the last year or two, helped a client in Colorado who had gotten a new job in, I want to say Hong Kong, to be a college professor. And so he fundraised for a Mobius iBot so that his wheelchair could work the terrain of Hong Kong. So he was able to fundraise toward that. Vans, like you, we help clients fundraise toward vans all the time. I think we purchase anywhere between 20 to 25 vans at least a year. So trying to think, service animals is always a big one as well. Medication, absolutely. Different types of assistive technology as well, depending on the community, that's really big as well. So, but I will say vans are a number one biggest item, and home accessibility. We can help you refit your house if you need ramps or to widen your doorways or to put in new flooring. We can help you fundraise toward that as well. So those are kind of the bigger items that we've helped clients fundraise for through the years. And we've had success with that. And then, there's little things along the way. Maybe you just need assistive technology like new forks and spoons that will actually work with your hands, and we can help you with that. So it really runs the gamut. Everyone is different. Everyone has different needs, and we're here to cater toward that.
Yeah. And I can tell you, I absolutely understand why vans are a necessity, because people don't realize that when my van breaks down, I can't call a friend. I can't call an Uber or a Lyft. I have no taxis in the state of Rhode Island that are accessible. I live out in the sticks, so I'm 3/4 of a mile from nothing. So everybody knows that ride, and you know what I mean, any of your local places are out of luck for you. So literally, without a van, without a rescue to take me someplace, I am literally trapped in my house in my power chair. If you use a mobility chair, a folding chair or a manual chair, you got a little bit more access because they come apart. But a power chair, you're literally now trapped in your house and there's no way out.
It's completely your
So
independence. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's not a want, it's an absolute need and necessity. So I can see why this is the top fundraiser for everybody. And I just want to stress how important, and it's not just because I'm fundraising for a van, but how important these vans are to so many people in our community. Even if I didn't drive myself, I would still need that van for somebody else to take me out, to somebody else to drive to take me out. I mean, children, to get the doctor's appointment or to get anywhere, they need these vans. They're so important. And you can donate to fundraisers across the country. Like, people don't have to donate to mine. If you're a kidney transplant recipient and you go online and there's another person raising money for a kidney transplant, you can Google search that and you can donate to their campaign, because that's something that means something to you. So you can
generous,
search.
definitely. Yeah,
you can search something that's near and dear to you. Or if you have somebody who has MS and they pass away and you want to pass on something and a legacy in their name. You could Google MS and you could find another recipient for MS and donate to them.
Absolutely. Or, I mean, by all means, you can reach out to us. Our phone number is 800-642-8399 and reach out to us. If you have parameters and you want to make a donation, we can help you find a client all over the country. We serve all 50 states and Puerto Rico and all ages. And like Tina mentioned as well, which I appreciate, the transplant community as well. So obviously we're focusing tonight a lot on the mobility community, but we were founded on transplant. And so we've been helping the transplant community for almost 40 years, and we've been helping the mobility community now for almost 20. So we have a long history of doing this for individuals all over the country.
I mean, the biggest thing is when you're going through these medical life-saving transplants or medical needs, you have so much on your plate from your caregiver to yourself that this is just an easy way of raising money that it's not a lot on you. I mean, I basically can tell Melanie, I need this, and this, and she does the rest for me. I mean, we guide it, you know what I mean? And we have to do a little bit of work, but it's not a ton of work and extra pressure on us like a GoFundMe would be, or, you know what I mean, as something else where it's not as trustworthy, where it's not, you don't know where the money is going or staying. And there's always a fee with all of them, where with you guys, tell them about the fee schedule.
Sure. So to back up a little on what you just mentioned as well. So it is a mutual relationship. We do rely on our clients to help, but like Tina said so generously, we do a lot of that work, and you are here and your community is here to help you get over the finish line. But in your application process, you can give us permission to speak to whomever you'd like us to speak to that could maybe take control of your fund requests or take control of your finances. Someone else, if you are able to create a team around you, someone else can completely handle your campaign for you once you've opened it. So it doesn't have to be all on you. It doesn't have to be all on your caregiver. It can be on friends or family. We just honored a husband and wife who raised over $1 million in 1 year for one of our clients. And they took that completely upon themselves. So it doesn't have to always be on the client. It is hard for individuals to ask for help and to feel to put themselves in that position. We understand that. So we do try to make it as easy as possible, but we really do encourage you to bring people around you. And with that, and to get to Tina's other question was about our fees. You know, we pride ourselves on keeping our fees as low as possible. There is no charge to our clients for anything that we do. I will say that off the bat, so that is easy enough. And then we do have a 3% administration fee, which luckily enough, we've been able to lower that over COVID. So we're always looking to find ways to lower that fee. And there is the 2.65% credit card fee when you're donating online. But we do ask our donors to cover those fees within their donations, and most of our donors take that opportunity. It's as easy as if you're donating $100, what's an extra $5.50 or so? So, you know, we make that as easy as possible as well. So it's really, again, no fee to our clients for all of this support we're here to offer you. And just that little bit of administration fee that helps us pay ourselves, it helps us keep going. We as Help Hope Live, a question I get all the time, where does our money come from? We do our own fundraising. We do our own organizational fundraising. We have a gala each year. We have a 5K each year. That's a completely different bucket. So all of the funds that we help our clients raise in their honor is restricted for their medical expenses. So as an organization, we don't touch that. That's there for their medical expenses. So that's why that administration fee is important, and our organizational fundraising is important, so that I can be here today to talk to all of you.
Right. And it's so important. You know, that's the other thing, you know, comparing it to a GoFundMe. When you do a GoFundMe and somebody else wanted to do it for you, you got to put a bank account to it. You got to put this to it. This is none of that. All of this money is sitting in an account in my name for me. So whether I set it up or my son set it up or a friend of mine set it up, it doesn't matter. It's a fund for me in my name. So nobody has to put their bank account to it, because the money goes directly to my medical expenses, goes to the van company, mine does, or, you know what I mean, whatever you're paying for Nobody needs to hook a bank account to it. Nobody has to put anything at risk. You don't have to give out your account numbers in any way, shape, or form. So that is another plus of why to use a system like this than
Yeah.
it is to use some of the other fundraising.
Absolutely. And so to touch on even how to create a campaign with Help Hope Live. So, and as we've mentioned, the funds that are raised in your honor, they're held in regionally restricted funds. So yes, that campaign is there. The funds are going to Help Hope Live in your honor. And we need either the individual themselves, a power of attorney, a spouse, or a parent, a guardian, to actually open the campaign for them. So one of those four situations, titles, whomever you'd like to call it. Once the campaign is open, that's when you can pass it off to a team member, to a friend or family, whomever you give us permission to speak with. So we do need to have either the individual, the guardian or parent, spouse, or power of attorney actually open it with us. And that gives us that extra layer of trust and reliability that we're here to give our entire community as well. So it's very easy. You can either go to our website, www.helphopelive.org, or call us again at that 800 number, 800-642-8399, and just speak to a coordinator. And you can open a campaign really in 24 hours. It really is a very quick process to get a campaign open.
Yeah. Now tell everybody how quick the process is to close a campaign. I'm not in no way, shape, or form closing mine anytime soon. But tell everybody how easy it would be if you know what, this isn't for me. I don't know why you would say that, but just playing devil's advocate here, how easy would it be to close that account?
Absolutely. And like Tina said, we're not advocating that for anyone, but it does happen. And again, just make the phone call. Let us know that you'd like your page to be made private, that you'd like to close the campaign. If you have any outstanding bills, we can help pay those. And we close the campaign. I mean, it's a very simple process. It takes a phone call, really. So we pride ourselves on the fact that we are here to provide you with a person on the other end of that phone call. Even your emails are getting answered by a person on our contact us email. There are real life people behind all of this, which you don't find with a lot of other websites. So you can call and speak to someone and really talk out your situation with them and see if we would work for you, and see, we're not going to work for everyone, but we will work for most people, I will say. And we want to make it work for everyone. So let us try to help as best we can.
And if you're confused and you're not sure what you're trying to raise money for is worth it or is reasonable, give them a call. They are so sweet and so nice to talk to. Like I said, I mean, when I talked to Sunny and I met her, I think I asked her 1,001 questions, and never once did she huff or puff or say anything, like nothing but pleasant. But everybody know I have to vet people. I'm not
Absolutely.
going to promote a service or have them on my podcast and have my name attached to it that I don't trust and believe in. And let me tell you, every single person that I have dealt with from your organization has gone above and beyond, helping me, making sure things are successful. And I'm sure that it's not just because it's me, because I don't know anybody from a hole in the wall. They're not even in my state. So they don't have to deal with me on a daily basis, but they're out and about in their communities and they're making, good things going on. So it's a no-brainer. I mean, this is where you should be and where you should be doing your fundraising, especially for this community.
Thank you. And we really appreciate that. I mean, we're here to help as much as possible. And I will say you kind of triggered something in the fact that make that phone call to Help Hope Live, even if you don't have a van in mind. The fact that you are living with a catastrophic condition, whether it is needing a life-saving organ transplant or a spinal cord injury, traumatic brain injury, or any type of catastrophic illness, the fact that you're living with that, we can help you start fundraising. We want to help you start fundraising before you need that $70,000 van tomorrow. We want you to be as prepared as possible so that a medical crisis doesn't become a financial crisis. That's our biggest worry. We don't think that anyone deserves to have these medical bills piling down upon them. So we want you to come to us, whether you have an idea of what you're fundraising for or not. We can help you write that story. We can help you get out there. And then maybe, something does come up and you can start using the funds that have been raised in your honor.
Yeah.
But
And
it's really get started as early as possible.
yeah, and if you're in a wheelchair, it's not an if you're going to need a new wheelchair, it's when you're going to need a new wheelchair. What people don't realize is our medical does not cover much of our wheelchair. Our wheelchairs run between $40,000 and $100,000, and I'm not talking top of the line wheelchairs here, people. I am talking bare minimum, the essentials that you need in your wheelchair. We have to come up with $5,000 to $8,000 before they even make that wheelchair. How do you do that when you could only have $2,000 in your savings account? Once you get the wheelchair, you need annually, especially if you're somebody like me and puts 20 miles on my wheelchair a week. Just in my wheelchair, I need new wheels, I need new batteries, I need a new seat cushion, I need new armrests. I just put in January $2,000 of mechanical stuff in my wheelchair. The motors break, the tubes break. So having this kind of fund as a backup for you,
Exactly.
when somebody has a birthday or Christmas or a holiday, you can have your fund open and people can donate for your birthday, and you can have that money put aside for when you're ready to use it. It's not something that you have to be using now. It's
Oh,
something that you can use down the road. Like
absolutely.
my van is not dead yet. This is another one. We
Thankfully.
don't know how much longer. Yeah, we don't know how much longer it's going to last because, like I said, I got a trunk full of parts that I don't know where they go, but it's still running, so we're gonna go with it. But that's why I'm fundraising now, because the day that van breaks is the day that I am now bound to my house, where
Yeah.
I will not be able to go anywhere, not even to go pick out a new van until I have another way of getting there, and that's just not feasible for us. So start now, look into it now, make that phone call now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have resources beyond fundraising. We are here solely, absolutely, to help you fundraise, but we also can provide services with different vendors. We make relationships so that various vendors maybe give discounts on items or different types of services. If you go on our website and click the shopping cart, there's an item that says partner discounts. And then we do what we call Hope Talks. We give major webinars a couple times throughout the year on different types of resources. So we're really trying to make this as holistic of a process as possible. We are here to help you fundraise, to help make your life just a little bit easier. And in whatever manner that is, offering resources, helping you fundraise, really so that you're not as stressed. Maybe your caregiver isn't as stressed. We also have brand ambassadors that have been through this process that can speak just like Tina can to the process, that have been with us for 5+ years and really know how we work and have had great success in how we work, that can speak to anyone, that are very willing to have conversations on a firsthand basis about their process and their work with Help Hope Live. So
Yeah. Well,
we're
you
as
definitely have
transparent with
one of
what we
those.
do.
Yeah, you definitely have one of those ambassadors in me, because like I said, I
All
can't be, and
right.
I'm not easily impressed, and I am impressed. And just talking about the partnerships, just so everybody knows, down here in Rhode Island, we all know how Include Design and the Lap Snap is connected
Yes,
to Ramp, because
true.
it's one of my board members. They are a partner with them.
Yes.
So you
You will
can
find
go,
them on our website.
yep, you can go to their website and you can get your lap snap through Help Hope Love Live. So you definitely have to go there, because not only can you help fundraise, but now you could be partnering and supporting somebody who supports our community, because this product is phenomenal. So not to get off the subject, but having the
No, but
lap
it's
snap
just
partner with them,
one of the many
it's amazing
resources.
connection.
Yeah. One of the many resources we offer our community, our clients. They have access to all of these partners and their services, which is wonderful.
Yeah. So tell everybody if there's anything that I missed or something that we didn't cover tonight that people need to know.
I think first and foremost, the most important thing is just go to our website, helphopelive.org. Make that phone call at 800-642-8399. Maybe wait until Monday, because I will say our offices are closed now for the next 2 days for Thanksgiving, but someone will be there to answer. Go to our website. We have an extensive FAQ section. really, before you have any doubt in your mind, just have the conversation. I always will tell people, let us be the ones to say no to a suggestion before you automatically think, no, they won't be able to help me. No, they wouldn't cover this expense. Let us make that decision. You never know what we can do for you. Sometimes we're able to go outside the box, but maybe your thought isn't that outside the box. So we're here
Yeah.
to help. That is what we're here to do. So let us help you. Absolutely.
And as I always say, if you don't ask, the answer
Yeah.
is always no. But if you ask, you have a 50-50 shot of that answer being yes. So definitely go out of your way, look them up while you're waiting for that turkey dinner to be cooked tomorrow, or you're sitting on the couch all full from your dinner.
Yeah.
Do some scrolling, go on the
Yeah.
website, check them out, get all your
Follow us on
questions written
social
down.
as well. Help Hope Live org. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're everywhere. You can follow us and look at our client stories. If you go onto our website and go onto our blog page, you can find some great client stories that really give you an idea of the type of individuals that we're helping and what we're doing in the community all over the country.
Yeah. And if you're a business out there and you're looking for some way to donate to them. Donate to them directly so they can use that funds to help somebody else. If you're a business out there, here's your way of making a huge tax deductible donation. Tax is right around the corner, so get them before the 31st. Make all your last minute donations so you can use your funds, get your tax donation in, and you could be helping a community that needs so much help and so much support throughout the year. Donate right to Help Hope Live. Donate, pick a campaign, donate to one of the campaign, whether it's mine or somebody's across the countries, it doesn't matter. Just make the effort to make a decision. Giving Tuesday is coming up next Tuesday. I'm sure you have a plea out there for Help Hope Live for Giving Tuesday.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, Donna will never turn down the fact that, yes, please go to our website and donate directly to helphopelive.org. We could always use it as an organization. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't first and foremost ask for donations. But with Giving Tuesday, when you donate in honor of one of our clients toward their campaign, we as an organization are covering the credit card fees. So it's allowing your donation to go a little further. So absolutely, if you're able to make a donation on Giving Tuesday, go to our website, find a campaign and go crazy. It's wonderful. I mean, we have the best clients and it's amazing to see their communities come around them, especially, during the holidays, but even not all year long. We have such great clients and such great communities working to help these individuals every single day.
And I'll tell you, if you want to be inspired or you want to realize how much need this community needs, go and read some of the stories. I challenge you to go on there and read some of the stories and not feel that you want to help this community. Because I'll tell you, some of the things that these people have overcome and they're fighting through and they're making happen with or without your donation, make their lives a little easier, make their lives a little better by making a donation and helping them along the way. Because, when you're like this and you're in this community, you have to persevere and you have to push through. But having that money and taking one less stress off of us is so much better along the way. So go on and just read some of the inspiring stories that are on there and some of the reasons why people are raising money and what this amazing organization does to help so many people across the country. It's truly inspiring, and we don't like to use that word, but for this, it definitely
Thank
fits.
you.
Is
And I
there
will say,
anything else,
yeah,
or any parting words?
I was just going to say that, I 100% understand, especially this time of year. Maybe not everyone's able to give. So if you're not able to give, share our stories, share our website, share our resource with someone that you think might need it. Word of mouth is just as important. So I never want to take that away from individuals. I know this time of year can be hard, but just sharing our mission with another person, you never know when you're walking down the street who might be looking for a kidney transplant, who might have a family member in the hospital. You just don't know what someone else is going through. So absolutely, we're always looking for donations, but we're always looking for someone to share our mission as well. So that's definitely something I'll leave you with.
Yeah. And give everybody that website and phone number again.
Absolutely. So you can find us online at www.helphopelive.org, or you can give us a call. We are located in Philadelphia, so we do run on Eastern time. Monday through Friday, generally 9 to 5 is, easy hours to give a call. We have some people available a little earlier, a little later, but we're always here. And if you do email that contact us email that you find on our website, there is an individual behind that, a very lovely individual that will get back to you or point you in the right direction. So many ways to get a hold of us.
Well, I can't thank you enough for taking the time tonight and sharing this beautiful thing that you do for so many in our community. I can't thank you enough. The easy process, everybody needs to be using it. So thank you for taking the time tonight and being on our show and sharing this platform with so many people. Hopefully, a lot of people by Monday morning, you're going to have a slew of emails of people who did not know that you existed so that they can get the help that they need. So thank you so much. And I want to wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much, Sheena. And thank you to everyone who's taken the time to watch this.
All right, perfect. And we will see everybody back here next Wednesday night. We will be talking to the Karen McLean Foundation. So that's another one you will not want to miss. So same time, same channel. And as I always say, don't just sit there, make a difference. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you next week.